On today's live daily news, San Angelo's possibility of getting a splash pad is growing after today's city council meeting. A San Angelo man finds out what happens when you just don't move on, and two enraged females land in jail for brutal beatdowns. Plus, Linda Grace with Vitalant joins the show to ask for your help during this blood shortage we're in. All this plus more. I'm Matt Trammell, and this is Live. But first, have you gone out for a steak lately? If you're like me, you can't or don't want to afford it. Here's a better idea in Joe Biden's high inflation world we live in. Take a trip up 2 miles and select the juiciest and tastiest cuts of steak in Texas. While you're there, grab some fresh bacon and smoked sausage for breakfast. Get the wine on your way home. Grill these wonderful steaks yourself outside and enjoy your best dinner ever at a price you can and will actually afford. It's much better value than Outback. Trust me. Sklarnick's is an award-winning smokehouse, is located on the main drag in Miles, Texas, 108 South Robinson. Make a special trip for a better quality food than you'll get in most restaurants at prices you can still afford. A steak dinner with Sklarnick's is a special meal and an excellent idea for your Valentine's date. Sklarnick's Smoked Meats is open from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. weekdays and 9 until noon on Saturdays. It's a drive that's worth the taste. Sklarnick's Smoked Meat in Miles, Texas. We start the show today with some exciting news. It's looking like San Angelo will be getting a splash pad. During this morning's San Angelo City Council meeting, the council approved for private funding to build 2 splash pads, one at Kirby Park and one at Unidad Park. The efforts are being spearheaded by Alltex Irrigation and Supplies. Owner of the business, Jeff Perrine, spoke during the meeting. Let's listen.
Thank you for your passion and your efforts to get this started. I know it's a big investment on your all's part, but I also know that this has been something that the city couldn't afford to do, and yet the citizens would like to have as part of our park system.
So, no, I believe so. And the city's going to have to, I mean, not the city, we appreciate your cooperation as well, providing a location if we can make that happen. But the rest, we're going to need help to make this happen as well. So any citizens of the city are, going to need to step up as well. And $10, $15, $20, it doesn't matter. You go crowdfunding, a little at a time, it'll get there. So we appreciate it.
Perrine will be on the show Monday to share more information on when they will start, what it may look like, and of course, how you can donate. In crime today, we have 2 females that landed behind bars after 2 brutal assaults. The first of the 2 was Stephanie Guerrero. She was arrested on Saturday for an aggravated assault that occurred back in December at a shop on North Chadbourn named The Joy Store. But what went down at the store was anything but joyful. Guerrero is accused of sending a female victim to the hospital for beating her with a wooden cane. The attack left the victim with 2 large gashes to the head. Guerrero also faces a charge for endangering a child after she committed the crime in front of the victim's 15-month-old. The other woman who wound up on the wrong side of the law was 34-year-old Sherlinda McGarry. She is charged with an assault to an elderly person with intent to cause bodily injury. McGarry is accused of beating up an old man. During the assault, court documents allege that McGarry punched the man in the mouth, shoved his head in the corner, and choked him. She was arrested on Friday, but still remains in jail today. For more on these stories, check them out exclusively on SanAngeloLive.com. Also in jail with these 2 is a man who couldn't just give up on what he thought was the love of his life. Come to find out, bro, she's just not that into you. The arrest of 25-year-old Keno Watkins came after a long investigation by the San Angelo Police Department, during which it was discovered that Watkins allegedly harassed, stalked, assaulted, and even threatened to publish intimate material of his ex-girlfriend after she dumped him. Messages revealed by court documents show that Watkins told the girl everything from, "You asked for this, you should really be scared, and I'm going to take you down." To top it off, on Christmas this past year, Watkins Snapchatted his ex saying that he was going to kill her. Because of his inability to let her go, He was charged with stalking, harassment, assault to a family member with a previous conviction, and threatening to publish intimate material. He remains in the jail as of this afternoon. And for weather this week, be expecting more of those windy days. For the next 7 days, temperatures will not be getting above what they are today. Expect the windiest day to be tomorrow with gusts in the 30 miles an hour range. Moving into the weekend, it's looking like we'll be getting some of that much needed rain late Friday or about early Saturday morning. And just a heads up, the Tom Green County Commissioners this morning enacted the burn ban, so no burning. Tonight, across West Texas, district championships are likely on the line, with games like Wall versus Jim Ned, Central versus Permian, and Cristobal versus Reagan County. It's likely these games will be exciting. To get you caught up on all the action, here is Cover One Hoops analyst Ryan Chadwick.
Several Concho Valley High School basketball teams see district action Tuesday night. The San Angelo Central Bobcats and Lady Cats host the Odessa Permian Panthers at Central High School in San Angelo. The Bobcats look to go 2-0 in district, while the Ladies look to move to 500 tonight. The Lakeview Chiefs and Maidens host the Big Spring Steers at Lakeview High School in San Angelo. The TLCA Eagles and Lady Eagles host the Merkle Badgers at the TLCA Athletic Complex in San Angelo. The Wall Hawks and Lady Hawks travel to Tuscola to face their rivals, the Jim Ned Indians. The Cristobal Cougars and Lady Cougars host the Reagan County Owls at Cristobal High School in Cristobal. If the boys win tonight, they take over first place in their district. All games begin tonight at 6:15 p.m. And don't forget to tune into our Cover One Sports Show on Friday at 4 p.m. We will have an exclusive interview with one of the Concho Valley's head coaches, as well as a preview and predictions for this weekend's games.
So we were on vacation, family vacation, having a good time, and we get the call.
I mean, it was a river. It was a river in our house. That's the big thing, is we kept wondering, how bad is it?
It was devastating. I was like numb. It's like, how are we going to handle all this? What are we going to do?
And welcome back. Joining me today is Linda Grace with Vitalant, the local blood supply folks.
Yes.
Welcome, and thanks for coming.
Well, thank you for, we appreciate everything that you all do for our community, and especially in getting the word out about the dire, desperate need for blood donation.
And it seems like you are in a pretty dire shortage right now.
We are. And, when we say we're in a shortage, it's not about us.
Yeah.
It is about saving the lives of patients in Shannon and the other hospitals that we are the sole provider of blood and its products for. We have issued an emergency critical appeal for all blood types. So if you look at your veins and you see that you have blood in there, we need you.
You need blood right
virtually.
now and as much as you can
Right now
get.
and as much as we can.
Okay.
And, this has been impacted really two things that have impacted and created this where we are right now with the blood supply, and that is, of course, the pandemic. That is an ongoing issue. And there has been an ongoing issue. So there's a lot of businesses, schools, and churches that are no longer doing mobile blood drives with us. And when you consider the fact that 2 out of every 3 pints of blood are donated on mobile blood drives, you see that that has virtually wiped that out. We are getting some schools back. We recently got Central High School back doing blood drives after a 3-year absence. So we are working on getting some of these schools, businesses, and churches back in doing blood drives.
Okay.
So if you go to school, if you go to church, and if you work, if we're not doing a blood drive with you, please reach out to us and talk to us about it. It's one of the most incredible things that you could do.
Now, you do have to be over 16 or over.
Yeah, you only have to be at least 16 years old to be able to donate and be healthy. And there are weight limits as well. Minimums. You have to weigh at least 110 pounds.
Okay.
Now, for females between 16 and 22, there's an additional height and weight chart, and that has to do with total blood volume. And there is no age cap. I mean, we had a gentleman in Mason a few years ago donate for the first time at the ripe young age of 91 years old. Wow. So you see, if you pass through all of the health history questionnaires and in the mini physical that we do, you can donate.
Good.
And people have a lot of I call them myths about why they think they can't donate.
Well, and let's start out though with the COVID shot, the vaccinated, not vaccinated.
Yes, you can have the COVID vaccination. You cannot have the COVID vaccination.
Okay.
You can still donate. You're welcome, welcome, welcome.
So that's off the slate. You can
Yeah.
donate blood.
Absolutely. You can have a tattoo that was done. And
I was gonna say.
as long as it was done in a state certified tattoo parlor in the state of Texas and about 25 other states, you can donate. You can have high blood pressure, take blood pressure medication.
Okay.
You can donate. You can have diabetes, take insulin.
Wow.
You can donate. You can, have ear piercings. You can still donate.
Okay.
Most medications will not defer you from being able to donate. So
Okay.
just because you may have heard something from someone
Yeah.
that said, "Oh, I can't donate," well, it's probably not true. And
And the business has changed, the technology has changed, and,
Yes.
and some of those things that used to prevent you from donating have now been eliminated. And we were talking earlier about mad cow disease.
absolutely, this is absolutely big news. The FDA, and that is our regulating body, is the Food and Drug Administration. They recently lifted the deferral for mad cow disease, in that if you lived in certain parts of the world, in Europe, in a certain time frame, previously you were permanently deferred from being able to donate.
Okay.
Now you are able to donate, provided you meet the other qualifications. So
Right.
that is big news, especially for the retired military community here in San
We have a
Angelo.
lot of retired military
Yes, we
that would
do.
probably love to find something to do like donating blood.
Absolutely. So if you've ever been deferred because due to the mad cow disease or the potential of it, guess what? You can now donate. You can have a
Okay.
tattoo, like we said. You can
Yeah.
donate. Most reasons why you might think you can't donate are simply myths, and they're not true. Best
Okay.
way to find out, just come see us.
Just go take the
Just
questionnaire.
come see us at the donation center at 2020 West Beauregard.
And this week you're at the mall.
We are. We're blessed to have a great partnership with our friends over there at the mall.
Okay.
We're in the community room. Today we're there until 5 o'clock, but then Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday we're there also 1 to 5 each day.
Okay.
And again, we're blessed by a great business called Chick-fil-A. Who doesn't love Chick-fil-A? They have donated coupons for a free sandwich, a free dessert item, and a free breakfast items. So everyone that comes to donate, who doesn't love Chick-fil-A? We love them because they support what we do in the Concho Valley, and everybody else loves them because the food is great.
And I think there's some guys here in the studio that may take you up on that.
Right, which would be great. And then let's not forget, you have until Friday to donate. This Friday, January the 20th, you'll get in the drawing to win a trip to the big game. We can't say what it really is, but we all know what that is.
yeah.
And it's not just a trip to the big game. It's 4 nights and in a resort in Scottsdale, Arizona. You get a
Wow.
$2,000 spending gift card. You have concierge service, so they'll take you wherever you want to go. And it's about a $27,000 package that someone will win. And it's open to everyone who donates within Vitalant.
Okay.
So somebody's going to win that. I mean, that's pretty amazing.
Well, I think the odds are probably better than the lottery that I
I think that they are, yes.
that I didn't win.
Yes, that you
over
didn't.
the weekend.
Oh,
I did
I'm
not win
sorry.
the lottery over the
Well,
weekend.
I didn't either, but then I didn't buy a ticket, so that's probably why, But so the odds of winning. So it's just a way we just are trying to encourage people to please. Now's the time. If you've never donated before, now's the time to step up. This is also National Blood Donor Month, so
Okay.
what a better time to step up and give back to this great community that we're all a part of. And I was speaking earlier with someone else earlier today, and they were saying they had never donated blood before, but that they had always just assumed it'd be available, when I need it.
Yeah.
But let me tell you what's going on right now, Yantis. Unfortunately, doctors are having to triage who gets blood and its products. It has come to that, and that's sad, and it can be changed quickly by people coming in and donating blood. It's that simple.
Wow.
There is no substitute for that human blood. If somebody you know or love is in the hospital and they need blood to stay alive, it can only come from other volunteer blood donors. So now is the time.
It is that important. So we need to
Yes.
support Vitalant and go out
Please.
there and donate blood. we were talking earlier about your new bus. It's not ready yet, but you're getting a new bus.
Yes, we actually had it over there. I know they've taken it in for it to get retrofitted with all the things that it needs for us to do our job. But yes, we just received a brand spanking new Bloodmobile, and that's very exciting when you consider the fact that some of our buses are 30 years old, and so that's very exciting. Has all the latest updates in technology, and will be very comfortable for our donors. So. We're somewhere, we have a 16 county service area, so we're doing mobile blood drives somewhere in that 16 county service area 7 days a week. You'll find us. And the best way to find us, download the Vitalant app, put in your zip code, and you'll find it, and it's so simple. And you can make an appointment on there. You can have questions answered that you might have.
I did not know that. That's very good, because
you can do everything right on there.
Our audience is primarily on their phone. And that's how we reach them, is through our app.
Right.
For the most part, that's the quickest way to get news from San Angelo Live. So.
Right. That's the perfect way. And you can also complete what is called a fast track on that app as well. That's where you answer your health history questions.
Okay.
And you have to do that on the same day that you donate.
So if you're like me and you have some medications and supplements that you take, you can do that on the app at home.
Yes.
While you've got the pill bottle there with you.
Right, and see what they are. And that way, when you come up to the donation center or you come to the mall to see us there, the text will scan. There's a barcode that'll be at the end. They'll scan that. It'll bring up your information. If there's no additional follow-up, then it's on to the little mini health physical that we do. We're going to check your blood pressure, iron, temperature, and one other thing that right now escapes me. But we're going to mini physical, and if all that's good to go, you're good to go, and you can donate. It takes about an hour.
Okay.
You're going to feel great when you walk out of there, because you've saved up to 3 lives. And let me tell you right now, that is so vitally important. Don't have any accidents out there. Don't have anything happen, because right now we may or may not have the blood. And it's not just here in San Angelo. This is a nationwide problem. So if we had a major event to happen here in our town, there simply would not be the blood available, period.
Well, and it's something we can fix.
It is.
It's something we can do. All of us can help it in some way. At least get the app and fill out the questions there and try to donate.
Absolutely.
The more people that donate, the better off we all are.
And as a matter of fact, while we're talking about help, if I could, I'd like to show folks, these are the people that you help when you donate blood. Cancer patients account for about 30% of all blood that is transfused.
Okay.
Trauma patients, newborn babies. You never think that newborn babies need blood, but they do. They only have 2 teaspoons of blood in them. Can you imagine what difference a pint could make? And then, of course, sickle cell patients, and then about 1 in 7 people that go into the hospital will need blood. Those are pure facts.
That is amazing, how blood is needed on a daily basis.
All the time. And you never know who's going to need it. I mean, you could be fine right now, and that things can change in a heartbeat. And we want to make sure that we have that blood. We are the facilitator. We want to make sure that blood is there and available to save the lives of those patients in the hospital, who are counting on all of you out here in the San Angelo and the surrounding areas to make sure that blood is available, so that they can continue their life, so they can have another beautiful day, so they can spend time with their family, so they can go on vacation, many things, and all the things that we might take for granted who don't need blood.
Okay. Well, we will get everybody out there that we possibly can.
That'd
Linda,
be
thank you
great.
so much.
Thank you.
Will you come see us again?
I will, whenever you invite me.
All right, we will do that.
Thank you.
On behalf of Linda, Grace, and Vitalant, make sure and get that app, the Vitalant app.
Yes.
And we'll be right back.
Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Yantis. Guys, make sure you go out there and donate some blood today. We are in a shortage, and who knows, you may walk outside and get hit by a rock and you start bleeding out, you need some blood and they don't have any. Well, This is where you have the opportunity to give back by donating blood. This is the Live Daily News TV show. We're here every Monday through Friday at 4 o'clock, and we're going to be giving you all the news of the day along with an interesting interview like today's that we had today. I'm Matt Trammell for everyone here at San Angelo Live. Don't forget to download that San Angelo Live app because that's the quickest way to find news. For everybody here, we will see you tomorrow.